Hi, everybody. Welcome to this week's episode of the Wyrdcast. We're still in one-shot mode after completing our last arc. I think we last saw you all live, 2 weeks ago or so now? Yeah, something like that. Or last week. Last week, I think. Because I saw you all last 2-ish weeks ago. And the rest of the crew saw you 2 weeks ago. I'm Bloom. I'm your keeper for this week's Monster of the Week's one-shot. Keepers are this game's version of Game Masters or Dungeon Masters. We're going to go around and introduce our party. They will introduce themselves, who they're playing, and the playbook they're playing, with a brief description of their character and kind of what they do. We're going to start with Lycane, because he's directly below me on my camera. Then we'll go to Vaughn, and then we'll end with Emerald, just so you all know what order you're going in. Take it away.
Hi, my name is Lycane. I'm playing Jackson Halloway, who is a former quarterback turned, I guess, investigator now. And I am a host, which means I have another entity inside of me, like a symbiote, that I awakened during a snowboarding accident. That's me.
Cool. And Vaughn.
My name is Vaughn. I'm playing Reginald Laser McClintock. His playbook is The Flake, which is basically a conspiracy theorist who has come to life, unfortunately for everyone around him.
Mm-hmm.
Great. And Emerald.
Hi, I'm Emerald. I'll be playing Sammy. Sammy Jones, also known as Bones Jones. She is a spooktacular. She's been with a carnival traveling circus, and she is a contortionist and general freak. She she got picked up because she's a little bit weird. I guess that's it.
Great. So we are playing Monster of the Week, which for those of you who have seen shows like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Supernatural, Scooby-Doo, where there's a Monster of the Week, that's what we're working with. I want to give a shout out to Evil Hat Games, the maker of this rule set. It's pretty simple. You roll 2d6. You add or minus up to 1 to 3. 0, 1, 2, or 3. And some things happen. I'm a big fan of this game. I've run it a couple times. And I'm gonna tell you where our group is going. We send a lot of messages. Hold on. Okay. So our story takes place this week as we tune in this game. I'd like to give a shout out also. They provide Evil Hat Games has provided a ton of different stories that you can build and base off of. So I have modified one of their modules to fit in a shorter time span for this week's episode. So the annual back to school party at the Triple Phi fraternity is legendary, but the bodies found on the lawn aren't usually dead. This year's football star, Lewis the Buck Buckner, was hurled from his window during the party. His room was locked from the inside, and his girlfriend, Candy, was in the bathroom at the time. Buckner was thrown with such force, he cleared the porch roof on the way to the lawn. When found, his lifeless body was covered in a thin layer of frost, an unusual sight during a warm summer's night. There was no other frost nearby. S&S, Spooky and Scary Enterprises, were hired to take a look around. The A-Team was busy, so our tag of adventurers were sent in their stead. Our group here works for a company called S&S Enterprises, Spooky and Scary. Also, to our players, I don't have Twitch chat open, so if people are saying hi or tag in or have questions, please let me know. I won't see it because I got a lot of things open today.
I'll see it.
Yeah, they'll see it and they'll write me in. Hi, Twitch chat, if you're tuning in. I'm glad you're here. Hope you like our story today. Great. Okay. I have some questions for our players who work on this ragtag team together. I have some questions for you. And it's how you all interact with, it's how you all know with each other. And know each other. We'll go in the reverse order. Emerald, I have a question. Do you prefer Sammy to go by Sammy or by Bone?
Sammy.
Okay.
Bones is more of her stage name. So in personal spheres, she would be Sammy.
Great. I realize all of our player characters have nicknames.
Yeah.
So all of our player characters, do your characters introduce themselves as their nicknames or by their other name?
Only if he thinks it'll get him somewhere, but not really, because that was his football name.
Okay.
Absolutely introduces himself to everyone as Laser. I don't think anyone actually calls him that.
Is it like a Star-Lord thing?
Oh yeah, 1,000. Star-Lord, if it was less successful.
Does Laser specify that the capitalization and lowercase is of his names?
No, he expects you to know that. Same as there's not a Z in Laser. It's an S.
Cool. God. This is gonna be the struggle of can I stop laughing? To tell the game. Okay, great. We know Laser has a van that he lives in and drives around. And Sammy has a motorcycle with a sidecar.
Yes.
Hollywood or Jackson, who do you ride with?
Yeah, pick your favorite.
I already had a thing in my head that Jackson and Laser already knew each other, but only by acquaintance. So I guess he'd go in the van because he's quite a big guy.
Okay. How tall is he? If he's a big guy.
Well, he was a quarterback, so taller than me. 6'4", 6'3".
Good quarterback height. Cool. For those of you watching along, as I recognize most of our audience who tune into our stream on a regular basis is European, we were talking about American football and not what the rest of the world calls soccer.
Well, since I come from the greatest country on the earth, I just call it football because I'm ignorant to the wider world.
The rest of the world does not call it soccer.
No. America calls it soccer.
Yeah, the correct version.
Listen, we are hosting the World Cup, so get bent. It's
maybe
called soccer.
That's
maybe
true.
That's also true. That is a big maybe. Yikes. But yeah, be prepared for a lot of angry international people to be mad that we're calling it soccer. That's the big reason they're mad. Totally. Okay. Okay, great. Sammy, what is if Laser and Jackson know each other a little bit, what is your relationship with the two of them like?
I think that Sammy genuinely likes Laser. She kind of sees herself in him in a way. I don't think Sammy minds Jackson because Sammy has traveled with a lot of different people, so she's generally very, very chill. Oh, excuse you. But they are probably the most different. But she's very, very friendly because she's been with a traveling circus and all kinds of weird fucking people. So really, you have to be a total asswipe to be disliked by Sammy.
Okay. And Laser, what is the current conspiracy theory you are trying to sell to the rest of your team?
Oh God. It's probably that when the three of them first started, like their first mission, that there was absolutely a cat that could kind of talk. Like it couldn't say every vowels, and like R's were a little hard for it, but like it could talk. And he seems to be the only one that remembers this.
Okay. We're gonna talk a little bit about your characters and their choices now, and like how their classes play out. Jackson, do
Yes.
the others know you are a host, that you have a parasite in you?
Laser knows because I came to him because I heard that he had a load of theories about weird shit. And I was wondering if he knew more about me. And then I think, or I would assume, that he hasn't told Bones, but she would have guessed by now. He does talk to himself every now and then. He'll often he'll be midway through doing something and tell someone to shut up, even though no one said anything. And I assume, given that there might be a host at the carnival, that she might already know. I don't know. That would be down to Emerald. Of how...
Probably like a 50-50 because she's not bright. But she also has a lot of experience. So I'll think about it. We'll see how it plays out.
Okay. Sammy, why did you leave the show? Are you still with them a little bit? Or are you fully gone? If you don't have a full answer for why you left, give me a partial. Give me a little something. And explain what you did at the show besides being a contortionist that shows why you chose your spooktacular show skill.
Yes. So Sammy was a haunt actor and contortionist, so she did a lot of body horror shows, like playing monsters in horror show scenarios. She used the her magic and the put on a show sort of thing to give more bearing to her act, essentially to strengthen it. She has fully left the circus. It's been disbanded, actually, because there was a freak accident involving some monsters, and a tragedy struck when a couple people died. She had been reported a couple times before to the SNS because people were like, that girl is fucked. She needs to be taken into custody because she's weird as hell. And SNS has continuously been like, yeah, I mean, yeah, she's weird, but she's really not the target of what we are hunting. So she was familiar with it already, and then after the Freak Circus, SNS came again, and they were already familiar with Sammy, and she was once again reported, and eventually SNS was like, hey, you know what, we could actually use your skill set. The circus was gone and dead, literally and figuratively, so Sammy was like, you know what, I'll just join SNS then. So that is her new direction.
Okay. Okay, great. And then I need to remember which sheet I'm looking at. Great. Laser, how the fuck did you get a Magnum? Who
Don't
gave
ask
this
questions,
man?
man. Don't ask questions. You don't
Great.
want to know the answer to them. You don't need to know the answer to them. Don't ask questions.
Cool.
He found it on the ground one day.
Cool.
He did not buy it. There's no one who would sell this man a gun.
And how many
1,000.
ponchos are in the back of your van? Is the other question.
God, it's less a number, more of a weight, and it's at least 150 pounds.
Holy
Cool.
fuck.
That's a lot of hemp ponchos. Cool. That's all the questions I got. I don't need to know anymore. Cool. Okay. It is the day. It is the day after, because it took you about a day from the murder to. Okay, so we're gonna start our haunt. It's been a day since Buck was found dead in the lawn covered in frost. SNS got a call from the university legal team and sorry. Scroll. And recommendation from Samuel Elias Pritchard, the university librarian and paralegal for the university legal team. He highlights us both. Dr. Pritchett is a serious scholar, fiercely protective of his library collection and his university, and is a believer in the paranormal, recognizing that the frost that was found on his body was a little weird. He immediately convinced his boss to hire you all to help with this investigation. That being said, you are a known entity on campus in the sense of a murder happened, people recognize, outsiders are helping investigate. It is not just like the university police. And that is helpful for you all. And this is somebody who did introduce himself as you are pulling up on Zoom, I guess, because we're in modern times, and is somebody you know on the university campus. Other people you know at the moment that you can talk to is Candace Candy Lane, Buck's girlfriend, members of the 555 fraternity, and you also have the ability to look around the university if you need if you are looking for that's your start. You have arrived on campus and you pull up outside of you have left campus PD, you've been introduced, and you have now pulled up to the scene of the crime of and there's a nice little chalk outline in the grass. It's safety taped off. And that is where we'll pick up. Yeah. It's now your turn.
I'll walk up to it. So the body is no longer there, it's just the outline. The body's been taken away.
Yes, it is just the outline. If you do want to see the body itself, you do have to go to the university morgue.
Okay.
Classic university morgue.
You'd be surprised how many as somebody that works in higher ed, most do. It's creepy.
I'll head over to the outline and sort of kneel down, and I'll look at it, and then I'll look over my shoulder to the boys. Yeah, I know nothing of corpses, so I think that's where he died. But I could be wrong.
Look, man, is he dead, or do we just perceive him as dead, but he's alive, or is he dead and alive at the same time? I don't know, man. I don't know.
Oh no, buddy, he's dead. They told us. That's yeah.
They want you to think.
Yeah. Absolutely. Do you not think that's a little? No, wait. I'm not going to judge. That's not strange. I appreciate your thorough thinking. But I'm pretty sure he's dead, actually.
Can I roll a investigate a mystery to see what I find?
Absolutely, you can.
Okay. I got an 11.
Great. You get to hold 2. So on a reference guide, investigate a mystery. On a 10 plus, hold 2, which means that you can either ask me 2 of the questions on the investigate a mystery, or we'll also use the flexible alternative rule. If there's a specific question you want to ask me about the mystery that you can explain, like why your character would do this, like, oh, I see broken glass. How did the window break? I can I will answer those questions.
Yeah, I'll spend 1 on what happened here.
Cool. From what you see, there's a imprint of where a body was thrown out of a window on the third on the 3rd floor of this building, with enough force to clear the porch roof. The 555 fraternity house is a big like Greek inspired building with columns on the front with a large porch. And that porch is a good like 15-20 feet deep. So there was enough force to clear that 15-20 feet and land on the ground, presumably killing Buck instantly. The glass in the surrounding grass is from the window. You can see broken bits of window trim, window frame on the roof and on the lawn leading forward. There's also a variety of cups and cans in the yard, but Buck fell from a great height. Yeah.
I don't know, man. Could be the recycling monster. I've been keeping an eye on him.
Recycling monster?
That's a thing?
Yeah. Do you have 1 additional hold? What other questions might you have?
Yeah, let me take a look real quick. It's a little variation on what was it going to do. Can I get an idea of what Buck was doing right before he died, from like how far it was or anything like that?
Yeah, you walk into the fraternity house and you walk up to the room Buck was in. You like part the caution tape, you duck in, and you look around. Buck was the big man on campus. He was the starting quarterback. He was a big shot in this fraternity. He had a nice room. You look, the bed's not made. It's pulled back. On the bedside table, you see an open box of condoms, some lube, and you see like a shirt, and a cup, and like a big themed party back to school, like shirt jersey kind of deal. Like this man was partying, and he had come back to this room, to enjoy some private time with his girlfriend, before he was then thrown from this window, and you see there's almost like frostbite, like cold burns, throughout this room. Like there was something chilly in this room, and you see almost drag marks, from as if Buck was picked up, and then very forcibly thrown hard. But he was thrown around this room before being thrown out the window ultimately.
I'll lean out the now broken window and shout down to the two. Think he was about to fuck. This could have been some rough sex, man. I don't know.
I'll look at Jackson and I'll sort of giggle. I'm not sure we have the same definition of rough sex, if I'm honest.
Okay. Great.
Yeah, we'll come up and check it out. Do you see anyone up there? Do we have any witnesses on site?
I assume that it's a full frat house.
Yes. So Buck was the only one in this room, and the door was locked. His girlfriend Candy was in the bathroom. There is one attached to the room, but that the doorknob has this like almost like blackened frozen. So like if you've ever seen frostbite on a person, it is a black like blackening of the area. If you've ever seen something flash frozen, it takes on this like gray pallor. The doorknob to the bathroom from the inside has that gray pallor on it, and it ultimately she was the only other person in the room, or not in the room but in the area, but she was locked out of that room. The bathroom door was locked. And I do want to specify, you have used investigate a mystery in this space. That does not mean you've investigated this whole room. There are clues that you have missed. Investigating the mystery brought you to this space. It is now for you to look around that space and ask me specific questions. And this also applies to your teammates. Roll, just because you're not good at something, roll anyway. How you improve in Monster of the Week is by failing. And all failures do come with some success.
I think I think Jackson's standing in the room just looking at like the cups and the condoms, and he's like, oh man, good times. But I would like to have my symbiote leave my body, and I want him to look at the frost patterns, see if it can, I don't know, determine what kind of creature this might be.
Great. Great. So when your symbiote leaves your body, it does mean you lose some, not all of your symbiotic powers, but you do suffer from separation anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to roll plus cool. To see how long you handle this anxiety.
Okay. I click the dice thing, right?
Yeah, you click the dice thing next to it. You have a you just add your cool, which is 1, so it should automatically add it. And you have 0 ongoing at the moment. So that is a that should be a 9. No, because separation anxiety. You have no. During this time, the symbiote counts an ally and moves related to the union might be unavailable or suffer 1 ongoing. Right, it hurts yourself to like force your symbiotic blade out. Sorry, spoilers. So yeah, that is a mixed success. So on a 10 plus in 30 minutes on a 79. Okay. So you have 10 minutes of in-game time, and I have a tracker that I'm using for this. Once that happens, you become unstable. You will what this looks like is you will start to get the shakes, and you start to lose control of your body in the sense of if anyone has seen the movie Venom, you end up how shitty Eddie Brock looks when Venom kicks his ass, or when Venom leaves him and he like goes through withdrawal. Essentially, you suffer from the systems of like alcohol withdrawal.
Yeah.
Be careful. If you go too long, you will suffer from incontinence and shit your pants.
Nice. Yeah.
The look on your face of that being what you come back to is great. What would you like you want your symbiote to investigate the frost patterns?
Yes.
Great. I would like you to roll plus weird for this. So click the dice next to your weird. You have 0, 9. Okay, mixed success. Great. Yeah. Your symbiote crawls over and touches one of the like frost marks on the ground, and shudders. And you feel this. I need you to mark 1 point of harm on your character for a moment. As you, and this is temporary harm.
Yep.
As your symbiote recoils, and you feel its pain. You have essentially a really bad headache and migraine. What you do learn is this is not natural. This is cold and ghostly and almost otherworldly. This frost has come from a hurt soul, and it is angry. You get a flicker of a young young woman, an 18-year-old young woman in a 70s dress, big circle earrings, but you cannot see her face. You just see this 70s pattern dress, faded, and her head at an impossible angle, from what appears to be a broken neck. I have a question for Jackson. What is Jackson's love life like?
It's not great. In that it's non-existent. I think he did have his girl that he fell off the wagon quite a few times, and I think eventually she just kind of gave up on him. So he just doesn't look for love anymore. And plus he's got a best friend already, so doesn't need another one.
When you say fell off the wagon, did Jackson cheat on his previous girlfriend because he thought he was the hottest shit in the world?
Not that one, no. When he was in college, definitely 100%, yes, all the time, constantly. Okay. And then when he started to go pro, he had a girl that he was pretty loyal to, and then fell off the wagon.
Pretty loyal.
Very loyal. Very loyal.
Okay. Jackson feels a chill in the air. And that is what your symbiote picks up. Yeah.
Can I describe it? As in my
chill?
symbiote?
Yeah, you can describe your symbiote. Go for it.
So you told me it was like an ancient entity. So I thought maybe it looks a bit more dinosaur-esque than a weird inky plasmoid thing. So it's got like overlapping little chitinous scales. It looks like essentially a cross between a person and a iguana. Is the best way I could describe it.
Is it bipedal?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I'd say both. Obviously, because it comes from him, it would start on 2 legs and then sort of like drop to all 4s and have a sniff around the room.
Okay. So like small, tiny dog size?
Like quite a big dog. Like maybe like wolfhound size.
That's too big. That's a big dog.
Yeah.
Okay. Jackson is left if it's that big, Jackson himself is left weak when the symbiote is not in his body.
Mm-hmm.
When the symbiote detaches, what does that look like?
So it comes out from because there's some parts of his body that have the same scales, like on his back.
Okay.
A lot of the time he's wearing like jackets and stuff to keep it covered up, and then it sort of rips itself away. There's a part of it that's like ephemeral, so it just seems to form out of him. But yeah, it definitely, I'd like to think that he sort of slightens down a bit, so his muscle mass is diminished. He looks like a meth addict, because he probably was at some point, as it sort of like comes away from him.
Yeah. Cool. You have 7 minutes remaining until you become unstable. Sammy, is there anything you would like to do in this room?
Yeah, I kind of want to mother over Jackson, honestly. I mean, like, oh my god, are you all right? What? Can I do anything for you, or what?
Yeah, no, I'll be fine. I just need, he'll be back in a minute.
Okay, sure. I'll just check out things. And I would like to do some investigation.
Can I
roll?
Can I do the help out on Sammy's investigation, knowing that this is probably going to go poorly?
Absolutely, you can.
Well, I'd like to specifically look for like the more paranormal or supernatural side of things in this case.
Cool. Yeah. So laser, roll me plus cool to help out. Okay, great. And then Sammy, roll me investigate a mystery. And you have a +1 to do so.
Okay.
So when it pops up asking you like +1 ongoing, you add +1.
It just tells me sharp, investigate a mystery with sharp or charm
Yes,
or cool.
+1. Yes.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Cool.
I don't see what it did. Awful.
Yeah, it's bad.
Cool.
It's fine because you guys have Emerald, in the top right where it says experience, click one of those boxes as you have failed. As you have missed.
Yes.
I need my great perfect. On a investigate a mystery. On a fail. Aha! Cool. Emerald, ask me one question before what happens.
Okay.
Yeah.
I genuinely don't know what to ask. Like, give me a second.
You're good.
While you tool that over, I think the way Laser is helping here is he is like rattling things off, but also not helping in that he is absolutely smoking out of one of those coffee mug bongs, filling this room with smoke that should otherwise would not be here.
I think my question is whether the supernatural entity was here for a while before attacking, or if it just happened to arrive there. If that makes sense.
Okay. Yes. How do you connect with the supernatural? What signs are you looking for?
She would touch remnants of supernatural, so in this case the frostbite, and sort of ground herself to be connected with the room. Her eyes like rolling back and trying to access a part of her mind that is beyond her consciousness and more into her subconsciousness to detach her mental state from her spiritual state to be more in tune with everything. She's kind of willing herself into the spiritual realm.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. You start to pick up signs that there was some type of entity here. You are not entirely sure what it was at first. It had been here for a while. You could tell. You find a very dark frostbitten spot, as it is like as if it was like you look up suddenly and you see in one of the corners of the room in the corner, what you thought was a cobweb is actually a frost web, because it hung there for a while and froze over the cobweb that was in that corner. And you're looking and you're looking, and out of nowhere, you start to see your breath. And you all then notice you see your breath, and then,
Whoa.
Yep.
God, having a slight lisp sometimes and struggles with your S and TH sounds, is rough. And then like darts being thrown widely across the room. Every pencil, pen, and writing implement in this room lifts up and just shoots out, embedding themselves in the wall. I would like you all to what's called act under pressure, which is a hold on. Nope, that's which I need you to roll plus cool, all of you. Okay. Make success.
I'm guessing, do I roll with a -1 because he's not in me?
This is not a symbiote related ability.
Okay.
So no.
Oh no.
Oh no. Mark experience.
Okay.
I won't laser fail at anything. It's supposed to be good at stuff.
Sammy, this is an advanced success. You see this happen, duck and roll, and yell, get down. And as you dive and then spin to look around the room, you contort yourself around, in a position of safety. You see floating in that corner, near that cobweb, as if they have materialized, a young woman, in a 70s pattern dress, big big like circle earrings, whose neck is bent at a extreme angle. Part of her skull has been caved in. You see this girl floating there looking at you, but shooting daggers at Jackson, for a moment. And you have dodged your harm. Laser, I need you to take 1 harm, as you dive down, but aiding Sammy in that investigation. You were a little too slow and get clipped by a compass, like one of those like graphing compasses, that's really pointy on one end for some reason, as it just like hits you in the back, and you're just like, what the fuck? Jackson, I need you to take 2 harm.
Okay.
And your timer is instantly up. And you are unstable, as your symbiote is not in you, reducing this harm. And you feel a chill run up your spine. The monster's in the room with you. And she does not look happy.
I'll sort of get up and be like, "Oh, hi. So sorry. We didn't mean to disturb you. Are you all right? What's your name?" I'm gonna try and talk to her.
Great. I would like you to roll manipulate someone. To talk to this specter and calm her down.
That's a 10.
That is a success. You see the objects that were floating, they slowly sink back down to where they were. You can ask this person one question. What can you repeat exactly what you had said to them, or give me a rough estimation?
I was like, "Oh, hi. I'm so sorry. We didn't mean to disturb you." And I did ask, "Who are you?" or "What's your name?" I think.
While this is going on,
the question I would like to ask, but
while this is going on, can I call my symbiote back?
You can. I need you to act under pressure, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I roll a cool.
Yes.
I'm not good with pressure. Yep.
Cool. Mark experience. You get a cup to the forehead. You take no harm, but you are momentarily just dazed as a large cup hits you in the back of the head. And you just hear Evelyn go tisk 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 tisk. The name's Evelyn.
hey,
You
Evelyn.
and she points at Jackson. Have done some bad things in your past.
Don't they say like second chances? You know.
We'll see. She like pops her head back so it like rests on her body properly. Think Nearly Headless Nick from a franchise that impacted millions of children around the world, but the author is terrible, and support the art but not the artist. And the impact it has had on millions of people.
Subtle. I like it.
Yeah. Um Great. Jackson, you are momentarily dazed. But your symbiote does come closer to you. When the daze wears off, you are able to rejoin. Just heads up. I will give you that heads up. When that happens, when you are undazed. The name's Evelyn. What
Hi.
brings you all here?
Well, we there was a guy who died. We were sent to investigate. Do you know anything about that? Have you witnessed something, maybe?
Witnessed. I killed him.
Okay, that's I'm very appreciative of you being so honest with us. What was going on? What was your? Why did you kill him?
The world's a better place without him. He did some terrible things, hurt some people.
You don't really like it when people do terrible things, do you?
No, but I have my moment now. Might as well live it up. It's been quite some time, and finally I get to make at least this place better.
That's very noble of you. So how do you plan on doing that? Are you going to kill everyone who's done something wrong?
No, just those who have broken the hearts of others. Well,
I see. I see. Men, am I right?
Yeah. Well, women can be just as bad. You know. Sign of the times.
Great song.
Okay, so you're kind of like a cool vengeance, sort of love vengeance spirit. Is that what I'm feeling? That's kind of the vibe I'm getting from you.
Who knows? Well, toodaloo, and just floats out through the wall. Um,
Can I use magic at this point?
yeah, go for it.
I would like
Please
to-
interrupt me at any point. As the tellers of this story, you can interrupt me whenever.
Yeah, I would like to trap a specific minion or monster.
Great. How do you
Uh,
do so? Tell me how you do that.
I think I have to open the chamber on the Magnum, like dump a bunch of bullets out into a hand, shove them in a cargo pocket, grab different ones to try to shoot this thing as it tries to leave.
Cool. Yeah, go for it.
That's a 14.
Yeah. Um, yeah. You pull that off. You fire the gun, and you were all deafened for a moment. This creature was halfway through the wall, and you see the bullet pass through her, hit the wall. Evelyn continues floating away, but you see floating in this little spectral cage an ID card that has taken a physical appearance, or like which has manifested, and you see her shudder for a moment, because you made contact with something. You're just not sure exactly what. As she floats through the wall, and leaves the room. Yeah. Jackson, you are no longer like stunned, but you are deafened. And you and your symbiote is able to rejoin you. But Evelyn is no longer in this room. But you now have a piece of evidence of her full name. Or sorry, go claim your prize, and I'll explain what it is. Unless you want to just leave it behind.
No, I walk over, grab it. I am very used to the tinnitus I constantly have. The amount of times I've fired this gun in a closed area.
Great. Jackson, you are no longer unstable, and you can reduce your harm by 1.
Sweet.
Yeah. Symbiotes, dude, they're cool.
Woohoo!
Plus you also picked the survival one, so
I did, yes.
yeah. Cool. Laser picks up this card, reads it. It says Evelyn Bradshaw, class of 75. She's 18 years old. It says freshman, and it says sorry. I'm looking at my locations list. Sorry. Nope, that's names, that's people. Ah, yes. Ross Hall, English honors. and at that moment, you just see a police officer stick his head through the caution tape, gun out. Because was that a gunshot? What?
I pull out immediately a fake badge, not my name on it. Don't know what the badge is for. And say just, God, trying to think of an acronym that's not actually like a real agency. And it's, yeah, I'm here from the IBS.
Oh, I heard about them. I hear that they have hot people and tummy problems. Apparently, the coffee's a little tainted.
Eyes immediately narrow. This man's heard of the IBS. That's not.
And he goes, well, this is an active crime scene. I know you are guests here, but I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. And escorts you out of the Triple Phi fraternity house. Back to your unmarked van, presumably. Describe the outside of this van.
So it is. It is like a dark green cargo van. There is rust all around the bottom of it. It is, quite frankly, a hazard to get in and out of this thing. No windows, of course. He does sleep back there. License plates do not match at all.
Is there a like wizard airbrushed on the side of it?
I think he is more of a dragon guy, and there's a dragon airbrushed on the side.
Okay.
Not well, but it's there.
It's faded, has not been maintained.
Oh yeah, it's faded. There is rust eating into parts of it.
Cool. Gotcha. This cop gives you a very dirty look of are they that like is the IBS like that poorly ran that they had to rent this piece of garbage? God damn. As he gets him like a brand new luxury, like very nice. It's like, oh, somebody donated a lot of money to the university and the university decided to spend it on like the Porsche police cars that just pull people over and write tickets.
I think there's a moment where my buddy gets a little bit pissed off at the difference between the police car and the van, given that he likes the dragon on the side, and Jackson just like is fully like stuck mid walk as he's like trying to wrestle. He's like, no, just, and then I'll get in the van.
Great. Where would you all like to go next? People, and I will remind you as I've been keeping a list of side characters you've been introduced. I know Lycan is taking notes, but you can go to the body and to the morgue and see Buck's body. You can go to the library and see the librarian / paralegal. That was the person who swindled his boss into hiring you all. You can go see Candy, Buck's girlfriend. And you can go anywhere on the university campus, including and surrounding area.
Would the library in this case have a register of former students?
You could find out.
Because I mean, she's said, I killed him. I kill people that, or I would like to kill people that have done wrong in love. So that seems pretty clear. I think finding out who she is and how we might appease her, banish her, etc., would be fruitful. So yeah, I think
Yeah.
I'm guessing the library. Probably.
Yeah, that was more or less what I had in mind, is try to either hunt down like the records department or
Yeah.
somewhere English, like the English shit is stored, to see if she wrote anything or anything like that.
I will. There's like an audible like, tsk, and I will have just stolen one of the beers from the frat house, and I'm just letting them talk it out. And I'm like, "Good job, guys. Good job."
Cool. Okay.
Yeah. Then I'll get on my
Um,
motorcycle.
Y'all are heading to the Ken's Celis Library. It is on the east side of campus. One of the oldest buildings on campus is a large Victorian Gothic building. That you can tell there's like an addition that does not match the style that put like a large amphitheater classroom on the back, some like technology centers. But the front half of the building that's Victorian Gothic, you can tell like had some historicalness to it, so got stuck in that like legal loophole of like we can build this addition, but we can't alter the old part of the building type of deal. Um, you pull up, you park your van, park the motorcycle. What color is the motorcycle, and is there a cool picture on the sidecar?
The motorcycle itself is pure black and it's very well maintained. It's very shiny. The sidecar is very visibly hand built. It's sort of bullet shaped. Not like realistically or but more figuratively, bullet shaped, and has sort of this pinwheel, circusy pattern, like red and white. It was very, very clearly used for the carnival.
Is it part of a former ride that you then strap to the side of this motorcycle, so you didn't have to fully build a sidecar?
Yeah, why not? It was primarily used for transporting freaks, but yeah, once they landed on a fairground, then absolutely, little kids would be terrified on this ride. Just
Cool.
like centrifugal ride
Cool.
or something like that.
Awesome. Cool. You all get to the library, and as you approach, you see a wiry man come rushing down the steps. He is in corduroy pants, that like brown stripy color, a almost like yellowed, like it's not quite a white shirt, but it's not a yellow shirt. It's that weird like gross yellow brown color, and a forest green like sweater vest with brown argyle pattern on it. The man is bald, but has that like friar tuck kind of like ring of hair with like 3 strands that go over the top. Big glasses.
Ah, yes, my future.
What?
Yeah, future me.
Yeah. Big glasses, and is the nerd in every classic 80s movie that got bullied. Comes running down to you, stumbles at the bottom step of this like very large staircase leading up to the front of this building, and goes, Samuel Pritchard, nice to meet you. I'm the person who reached out to SNS Enterprises. You must be our searcher team. It's very nice to meet you. And just holds his hand out for to shake somebody's hand, looking at the 3 of you, which is not who we expected at all.
I will shake his hand, and I'll be a little bit too close to remind him of his former years until I recognize that, and I'm like, oh, I'll take a step back.
You see a flop sweat kind of start to form. Yes, how can I help you? I see you've come to my library. What can I do for you all? I've been told to assist in any way possible. If I can solve this mystery, I might get more library expansion.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much for. I love your sweater. Do you?
Thanks.
We're kind of looking for records on old students here. Do you know an Evelyn? Have you known an Evelyn in the past, or do you have records that we can look into?
Evelyn Bradshaw is her full name.
Do you know an Evelyn Bradshaw?
Class of 75.
No, but we can go to the archive records. I maintain them myself.
Perfect. Show us.
You must lead such an entertaining life.
I am the chief librarian and paralegal for this university. I work very hard. And starts walking up the steps. He gets about halfway before you see him reach into his pocket, pull an inhaler out, and go and put it back, and then just like continue on his way up. His shoes make the worst squeak noise ever on these stone stairs, and you're just like, how does this person exist? Truly. And then gets up there and holds the door open and goes, well, I'm waiting and letting my perfectly air-conditioned and climate-controlled library air out. Hurry along now.
Man, don't you know that the air conditioning is a scam, man? It's all mind control.
Yeah.
Close the door. Wait, what?
Plus,
tell me more.
I heard that they can mutate you as well, and then I'll I'll let my little buddy out just slightly, so my eyes turn a little bit reptilian, and give him a wink.
That's intriguing. I will ask you about that later. And holds the door and reopens the door and gestures for you to go inside. Spooky. I like it.
I'll walk in. I'm definitely putting something in my mouth, a substance. Unclear what. Unclear if Laser knows what.
Cool. Samuel Pritchard does not blink an eye, just is so used to all of this, and he's like, they're experts. That must be a mind-altering substance to help him see the paranormal. And then takes you down into the basement of the library, where it is just rows of filing cabinets and shelves. And he goes, yes, student records, 1975. Yes. I would like you all to roll me roll me investigate a mystery. I want all of you to roll this for me, and based off of a combined mixed success will give you a certain amount of information.
Oh no.
Okay, so Reggie
okay.
Laser misses, so mark experience. And then 2 mixed successes. Okay. Cool. Okay. You find Evelyn Bradshaw's record. You find a article in that attached to said record, and you Yeah, and that's what you find so far. I will describe those two things, and then you can ask me one question or 1 to 2 questions based off of those. You can ask me the investigate a mystery flexible alternative, which is like which is all based on how you're investigating, or a question off the investigate a mystery table. Um, um,
Yeah, I think while they're doing that, I have found a cork board that's just like student life, and have taken out enough string and am making connections that don't exist. Like
based
therapy pets on campus connected somehow to an orientation event, connected somehow to someone looking for like a part-time job.
Cool. Incredible. Okay, so you all find this record. Evelyn Bradshaw, class of 1975 was her freshman year. She died she died presumably via um uh uh was ruled a suicide, but was uh a little flaky, a little misunderstanding. There was uh some suspicion into if that was um not sure if foul play was involved, but it was the 70s, so who knows. Never graduated, lived in Ross Hall, I believe. Yes, Ross Hall, which is still on campus. It is a 5-story building built in the 60s, which Samuel will give you that information. And then she it does have her ID did have the room number on it, because it was the 70s. Who knows about hiding information and people being awful. And then there's an article about her death from the university newspaper, and the section it was from also has like, it was the last page. It was like the back cover story, and on one side is the story, the other side happens to be the print list for like who wrote the paper, the advisor, all of that kind of jibber jabber. Just so you have all of the information. Yeah. And just for our cast know, in 15 minutes we will be taking our break for this session. So we'll end this scene whenever, if the scene ends before 15 minutes, we'll break and then take 5 minutes and then come back so we can talk amongst ourselves real quick and then push towards the later half of this mystery. We're making good pace. I want you all to know that. You are asking the right questions. So yeah, you can ask me 2 questions about the article, the paper, and her record. And this will be either from my perspective, or as the keeper, or Samuel Pritchard's, the university librarians.
I would like to know the particulars of her death, because it was ruled a suicide. Does it mention where it happened? If there were any other details that they released about it in the article?
Yeah. She fell from her dorm room window, cleared a great distance, hit a tree on the way down, before hit her tree on a head before landing down, which is why part of her skull is caved in, and then she landed on her neck. She landed head first, but cleared a great distance from her window, so much so that she was either pushed or jumped with some force. But it wasn't just a oops, I fell. It was a like distance away.
Propelled.
Yeah.
I know what's going on. She did the popular move from that documentary Wanted at the beginning, where the guy runs out the fucking plate glass window.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, I was not expecting that.
My question is, does it mention the friends and family, and if she had a boyfriend?
Yes. So it does mention she's survived by her mother, father, siblings. In the article, her roommate, there's a testimonial from her roommate, her university professor, who also happens to be the editor-in-chief of this paper. So her roommate was a Molly Jensen. The quote from her professor was Professor Eric Clevenger. And then her sister is a Tara Bradshaw, who was younger than her, but did not go to this university. And her parents' names were there, but it's been 50 years, so they're presumably dead. So, yeah. And that's who's listed in the article. Then what other question might you have? I'll give you one more question. For you all decide amongst yourselves.
So we know where she died, and that there are some survivors. There's some surviving people.
And I was no.
You don't have to use any of the holds I give you. If you have information, you can decide a path to go on, and like return and ask another question. If you just want to hold they're called holds for a reason. And they are tied to like times and location. So like you currently have one hold for the library record room, essentially, and you can go and come back and use that one hold if you would like. It's not a immediate use type of thing.
It might help to know, like, if any of these people are still on campus, but we could probably also find that out another way.
Well, I mean, Tara never went here.
Yep.
She probably went to, I don't know, a different, maybe my college. Go Goats. Or yeah, is the university professor still here? That would be my question. Because he was the editor.
Yes. You ask Samuel Samuel Pritchard about the professor. What are you asking?
Does he still teach here?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yes. Professor Clavinger retired, but he lives in town still with his wife. She's been living here. They've been living here. She also used to teach here. She taught in the music department. What a lovely musician. Ugh. It's always so lovely when she comes back and performs. It's great. She's a whiz on the piano, guys. But yeah, Professor Clavinger lives just down the street. Lives in that big old brick. I can find his address for you. We can give him a call. He's retired, but he does stop by the university to guest lecture every once in a while.
I have a move where I can, if someone lies to me, I know it. Has Pritchard lied to us at all?
Not in the information he's given to you about like how great he is. 100%. He thinks he's like the greatest ever, and like the work he provides. I don't want to knock librarians. I love librarians. Librarians are great. Support your local library. But he thinks like, yes, I maintain the best archive in the city, and I'm the best university librarian ever. Without me, this place would fall apart. He could not show up to work and no one would notice, except for how quiet it actually is and how much stuff actually gets done. He's good at his job. He's just an insufferable person. Yeah. Also, like, you're not allowed to drink in the record room. So if the moment any of you pull out a beverage, he pulls out a taser and says, "Put that down."
1,000% am still carrying my coffee mug bong. But like, I don't really, I guess I put that in a pocket.
Yeah.
Because I am wearing cargo pants, but like with more pockets than you would expect.
Oh, I already like head crushed and backwards through mine. Maybe it landed, I don't know, I don't really care.
Yeah. So that's the information you have. We're gonna take a break for 5 minutes for our cast to go use the bathroom. We're gonna set up our next scene offline. So we'll be back in like 5 to 10 minutes. We're gonna aim for like 5:05 my time, so about 8 minutes. Yeah. And we're gonna go to break.
Find me a place among my brethren, the pines, the bees, the frost. I cannot stay where nature's embrace is lost. Find me where Canoe makes his revelry. Where the horned one sleeps. Down by riverside resting, no one but me. Leave behind your troubles and your worries. Set your soul on fire and dance among the trees. Oh, find me where canoe knows make see the light of the stars shining through. Down by shoreside sea, no one but me. Find me where Canoes makes his revelry. Where the horned one sleeps. Blacksmith, blacksmith, forge me a blade of the strongest steel, that when I strike my enemies, their wounds may never heal. Blacksmith, blacksmith of your blade, legends there shall rise, for the blade that you will forge for me will deliver us from the night, the night. Oh. Strike, turn, hammer and burn, the bellows teach and the fires burn. Iron, oil, temper and toil, the forge ain't hot if your blood don't boil. Blacksmith, blacksmith, forge me a blade to slay that evil heel, a sword that gleams like diamonds that can make the darkness kneel. Blacksmith, blacksmith, forge me a blade of the strongest steel, that when I strike my enemies, their wounds may never heal. Blacksmith, blacksmith of your blade, legends there shall rise, for the blade that you will forge for me will deliver us from the night, the night. Hear that anvil ring, echo song of the hammer swing. Shape, grind, polish and shine, the world ain't ready for a work so fine. Blacksmith, blacksmith, forge me a blade, for to purge the blight, which creeps upon this world we love to take from us the light. Blacksmith, blacksmith, forge me a blade of the strongest steel, that when I strike my enemies, their wounds may never heal. Blacksmith, blacksmith of your blade, legends there shall rise, for the blade that you will forge for me will deliver us from the night. Blacksmith, blacksmith, forge me a blade of the strongest steel, that when I strike my enemies, their wounds may never heal. Blacksmith, blacksmith of your blade, legends there shall rise, for the blade that you will forge for me will deliver us from the night, the night. some more until you strike the mithril score. Hey, 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 hey. Welcome to the Isle of Sin. With your life, pay your dues, work or die, it's yours to choose. You've got nothing left to lose. The checks await should you refuse. Hey, 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 hey. Welcome to the Isle of Sin. An empty look behind your eyes, no soul of a man left there to find. No hope within these iron sights. You'll work these mines till the day you die. Welcome to the Isle of Sin. Welcome to the Isle of Sin. Welcome to the Isle of Sin. Her soul and mine, they're one and the same. Split one in twain, and we both feel the pain. The sins of one father unread in our veins. Through darkness and hunger she remained, but her heart no more beats in tandem with mine. And I'm waiting for the wink and the witty one-liner, for her to say she got me and hit me with a smile. But the hole in my chest says I'll be waiting for a while. Be a boatman, your reaper, I'll be yours, but you can't keep her. Lay me down on a bed of ravens' feathers. Dear sister, swear to me you'll stay close, never out of reach. Oh, do not go far from me until I'm gone. Mantle of death, black feathered crown, lift up this body asleep on the ground. A soul for a soul, let mine be laid down in this tomb I wish had never been found. You were to champion, I want her back. So I'll be a boatman, your reaper. I'll be yours, but you can't keep her. Lay me down on a bed of ravens' feathers. Dear sister, swear place among my brethren, the pines, the bees, the frost. I cannot stay where nature's embrace is lost. Find me where Canoe makes his revelry. Where the horned one sleeps. Down by.
Go.
Welcome back. I timed that sip of water terribly, even though I was the one who said, let's go live. Our story picks up with our trio of hunters and investigators going to Professor Eric Clevenger. Clevenger's house. You approach a small but nice two-story brick-fronted home, grass lawn, white picket fence, two-car garage attached to the house, or for our European viewers, and or like a garage. Listen, just because you spell color wrong doesn't mean you're superior. Yeah, color in Europe is COLLOUR, right?
I think you'll find in most European countries it's spelt in their native language, Bloom.
It's actually KLEUR.
Cooler?
Clear.
Clear.
Whatever.
You're all wrong. It's only ever spelled COLOR.
We pick up with you pulling up in front of this house, walking up a nice little paved stone walkway to the front door, where there's a doorbell and a little sign that says ring, guest welcome. Give me 1 second. Sorry, my family has locked themselves out of the house. I will be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. Keep the chat entertained.
I'm just gonna guess that like we ring the bell and it takes forever. So I'm just gonna hang on the side. Like I imagine there's some sort of pillar with a porch or something. And be like, all right, so she's like totally like a vengeance ghost, right? So we gotta put her down. That's what I'm thinking. And I'll look at the dudes.
Look, man, I only know about the connections between this and the other things and all of that. That's him, and I'll point to Jackson.
Look, if Buddy wants to, you know, exercise his right to violently murder people, then sure, I'm down. Oh, you mean the ghost, right?
Yeah, kind of our active investigation. You know, you're all there.
I mean, that's open to interpretation, I guess.
It is refreshing to be the most normal person in a group, I must say.
I don't know what you mean.
No, I don't mean anything. Just I'll ring the bell again.
Can't hear you, Bloom.
You're muted.
I'm coming, hold on. And you just hear like a one latch, the chain get undone, another latch, a bolt get pulled and dropped, and an elderly man opens the door, His like appearance is warm and inviting, but tired looking. He is he's that college professor that like everyone really liked. And but is kind of stoic. If any of you, and I realize this is an American TV show, watched Boy Meets World from the 90s, he looks like Mr. Turner if Mr. Turner was now like 70, 80 years old and had a beard. Essentially like the cool teacher everyone really liked. Really inspired kids to read. Like saw the best in people and worked really hard to bring it out of them. But now retired and tired and doesn't have as much like gust of life in them. Like left when they did because they realized they couldn't do it anymore. But wishes they still could. Opens the door and he goes, yes, and sees the three of you, and goes, so, you're, I don't want to say you're too old to be college students, because anyone can go to college at any time. Is the paper punking you? Are they sending you to, are you being hazed? Do I need to file a report?
No, man, I do the hazing. That's like... What's the name of our organization again?
SNS Enterprises. Spooky and Scary Enterprises.
I'm asking in real. He genuinely doesn't remember.
I pull out a fully different fake badge. We're here from the TPK. We're investigating.
Yes. So we would like to ask you some questions if you have the time. May we come in?
Yes. I'll make some tea, coffee. Anybody?
Awesome. Yes, black coffee, please.
Sure. Okay. Looks at Jackson. Does Jackson wear like a varsity Letterman's jacket?
Knowing that they were going back on a college campus, yes, absolutely.
I'm guessing a light beer of some sort for you in a can, preferably.
Oh man, that would be so good. Yeah.
And then he looks directly at Laser and goes, "No, you can not smoke weed in my house. Do it outside in the back. My wife gets upset if you smoke in the house."
Doesn't really say anything. Just now knows he is planning to go to the back.
I'm guessing a Dr. Pepper for you, or no, sorry, Mr. Pibb, right?
At me?
Yeah, at Laser.
Well, I'd prefer some nutrition paste if you have any.
Yeah, Soylent or like the weird vegan protein shake.
God, I mean, if you aren't making your own, I guess Soylent will do.
Cool. It's not the green kind, don't worry. It's chocolate flavored. And he comes back with a tray, a like very delicious and large, black, hot, like Colombian, smells delicious cup of coffee. The cheapest light beer one could imagine. There's a 6-pack with one of the plastic rings, and just puts it in front of Jackson, and a blender with a straw, with a swirly straw in it, full of chocolate Soylent. And then he picks up a very dainty little teacup and sticks his pinky out and takes a sip and puts it down. And you are all sitting on a very comfortable couch in a study. And he's in this like large leather-backed chair, and has a notebook in his lap and goes, "So, how can I help you?"
Point of clarity, I think I am shouting through an open window in the backyard.
He waits momentarily and goes, "Okay, you have like 4 minutes to finish up. Take the biggest rip you possibly can. Hold it for a minute if you can. I'd be very impressed. Let it out." This was a man who was a college professor in the 70s and like goes, "Listen, if you open the box next to the table, there is a just like reach in. There's a massive bong in there, and like the dankest kush. Take a hit and then come sit down. It's too warm and I would like to keep the air conditioning on." And then closes the window on you, and just looks at his watch and stares at you out the window as you pull a humongous bong out of this box.
I like to think that there's
oh,
like a ticking clock sound as we're all just like anxiously, like awkwardly waiting for this to be over.
I will sample his and then also hit my coffee mug bong, because I don't know if it's true, but in Laser's head, he's assuming this is still weed from the 70s that was way, way weaker than the absolute monstrous bullshit that's grown now.
Oh, no, this is like some seriously, like, Laser takes the hit of Professor Clevenger's, I don't remember how I pronounced it originally, and it's just written on a piece of paper in front of me. And it is some dank shit. This is a man who smoked a lot of weed in the 70s and has continued to smoke a lot of weed. And it is nice. And then you walk in the door. There's a little like bottle of like body mist that's like neutralizes the weed smell without adding the like awful chemically smell. And then you come sit down.
Let's be real. That body mist does not fully work.
No, but it helps so you don't make his furniture smell bad. This is a man who has spent many a year in academia, and is the cool professor. Yeah. So how can I help you? There is a little bucket with a hoop for you to throw your beer cans in across the room after you crush them.
Nice.
Yeah. This man has been interviewed by many a student. He is overly prepared. How can I help you?
Yeah, so I was wondering, what could you tell us about Evelyn Bradshaw? Died in 75, I believe. Can you tell us a little bit about her?
Yeah. It was a tragedy, truly. Evelyn was a student who was, and this man has just like started to break out in flop sweat all of a sudden. He has not talked about this student in a very long time and is curious. Why are you asking questions? But Evelyn was a young student of mine. She was on the paper. She unfortunately died. And I don't know. I truly, wish it was. I wish she hadn't done what she did, but ultimately she did. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very sorry for your loss. I can see it. It really, really still hurts you. We know she died. How was she as a person? Did she have any like relationships, or was she like popular? Did she have a lot of friends, or was she kind of lonely? Like, what kind of girl was she? Could you paint us a picture of her alive?
Yes. So Evelyn was a lovely young woman. She wrote on the paper, was friends with most of the staff. No relationship that I know of with fellow students. Laser, your lie sense starts to tingle in the sense of that's not a full lie. He doesn't know if she had relationships with other students, but knows of relationships. Yeah. I don't think she was dating anyone at the time, dating any other students at the time. When she says dating anyone, that pings as a lie. Dating other students was the truth. I'm giving you this information because you know it. For those watching at home, when I picked the mystery we are doing, this was before they picked their classes and abilities. Yes. What makes you bring her up?
I'm sorry, we can't really divulge that sort of information. Kind of jeopardizes the investigation, you know. But okay.
I had a question, Prof. You know, she wrote on the paper, right? That's what you said.
Yeah.
Why was she like not really featured that much? If she was such a good student, she wrote on the paper.
We put we put all student deaths towards the back of the paper. We recognize that it's an optics thing, really. People read the back page because like when you pick up a newspaper, you look at the cover, you look at the back, you open it up, you look at like what's towards the end. That's where obituaries go, towards the end of it.
Sure.
Also, the university, like a student died, so the university didn't want it like front page type of deal.
Right.
Yes, I also don't listen. Did something come up with Evelyn? It's been a long time. People have not asked questions about her. If I can help, I'd love to, but yeah.
Well, you know, when they introduce new evidence, there's no statute of limitations on things like that. So we reopen the case, have a quick look, investigate people who sound suspicious, and then I will look
point of
at
clarification. Laser's the only one who knows if he's lying.
I know.
Okay.
He Jackson is trying, because he saw him flop sweat, so he's trying to see if he can make him more nervous, pretty much. He's completely bluffing.
I would like you to roll manipulate someone, Jackson.
Okay. That is a charm. Ooh. Ew.
Yeah.
Oh no, okay. My charm is a 1. Okay.
Ooh, nice. That is a success.
I can smell his fear.
It's almost like you could. Well, listen. Evelyn was a lovely young woman, and I wish she hadn't done what she did. But I can't help you if I don't fully know what's going on.
Why is that? Why can't you help us without knowing why we're asking this?
I want to be as helpful as possible. I'm in academia. Knowing what's happening is what we do.
So us telling you why we're asking this increases your knowledge of the student you taught 20 years ago. 50 years ago? Is that what I'm hearing?
Well, the case is closed. She committed.
Not really an answer to my question, is it?
Well, listen. I'd be as helpful as I possibly can be. But
it's still not an answer.
This was hard. This was a student and a writer on my paper. I closed this door many years ago, and it was heartbreaking to the paper, the staff, myself. listen, therapy is not cheap, and when a student of yours does what they do, it affects not only them but the people around them.
And that's still not an answer to my question, sir.
At this point, Laser pulls out his gun and puts it on the table
Oh, yes.
and just goes, I know there's more here. There's someone, you don't live that far away. You know someone just died. Why else would we be asking about this? Come on. What do you know?
Professor Clevenger also pulls a gun out and just puts it on the arm of his chair and goes, "You are not the first to do this. I need Laser to roll manipulate someone. As Professor Clevenger has his hand also on the side, and you just see him like lift a book, and there's just a button there that you don't know what it does.
So I can roll sharp instead of charm, so I'm going to do that because,
Cool.
shockingly, I am not a charming man.
Yeah.
9, so a mixed success.
Great. He goes, "Listen, I heard about Buck, and it's tragic. But the fraternities party hard." He presses a button, and you hear a thunk as a magnet engages under the table, and your gun is temporarily held in place until he presses the button again, and he picks his up and just kind of points it at you and goes, "Listen," and just kind of waves it in the general direction. "I've been threatened many a time. I'm a college professor. You know how many students get desperate? I want to make you all an offer. Tell me what you know. Tell me what's going on, and I won't call the cops."
This goes deeper than the cops, man.
Also, do you
Yeah.
really think that you could kill all of us before one of us can get to you?
Well, no, but I did hit a silent alarm, so campus police will be here shortly. But I'd love to help you. I could just call them off, say I tripped and fell, and you all help me up. I'm an old man. But listen, Evelyn died many years ago, and it was very tragic, and I'd like to not dig up old ghosts. But she's
How'd you
dead.
kill her, old man? Just gonna straight up ask him, how did you kill her?
I threw her out a window. It eats at me every day. I smoke a lot of weed to get through that pain. We had an affair. She threatened my wife.
I knew it! And I will throw my bit count into the...
It just sinks to the table as it flies over the electromagnet. And goes, "But nobody will believe you. So spread all the lies you want. Even if it is the truth." He is fully honest because this is an old man who has nothing to lose anymore, and there is no other proof besides him telling you this. And none of you set up a recording before you talk to him, so womp womp. And I wish I could apologize. And say what I didn't, and say like we had done things differently. But it's too late. I can't do that. So that's that.
This is a bit above table. Does he look like he could throw someone 15 feet?
50 years ago? Yeah, totally. now at 70, 80 years old, definitely not.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out if back then he had, like, if I can see.
Oh,
Under-
so you know how, like, so Vaughn, you've watched Boy Meets World. You know how Mr. Turner was hot? He
Yes,
he was objectively hot. There's a reason
Yeah.
why this student fell in love with him and they had an affair. Because he was objectively like the hot English teacher who was editor and the advisor for the paper, and like, yeah.
Yeah, I'd do him.
Yeah. He's still got great hair, but is like
Bastard.
older and feeble.
Yeah, he's a silver fox.
Yeah. Think Pedro Pascal in like 20 years.
Oh God. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's like Kane, not Jackson. Jackson's fully
Yeah.
straight, you know.
Maybe.
You know.
Um,
A little fiddling in the shower rooms doesn't count. Yeah.
exactly.
That's just sports.
Yeah. Well, listen. I wish I could change things. Listen, if I could apologize to her today, I would, but I can't. So, have a nice day. Get the fuck out of my house. Yeah. I'll toss you your Magnum once you're out my door. Cause I don't want it. It's too loud.
I have a question for above the
Yeah.
table.
Yeah.
Do any of us know how to get rid of ghosts?
You can investigate a mystery to see what information you know.
Okie dokie.
Yeah.
'Cause I
You
just
also
realized,
work for
We might not even need him.
Can I help out with Jackson's role?
yes, but you cannot do that in his house.
Okay.
Because you don't have like access to like
Yeah.
your stuff sitting on this couch.
I mean, we can always come back.
Yeah, totally. He might just pull a gun
Uh,
on you when you walk in the door, or walk up to the door.
I have a gun. Way too many knives.
Yeah. Yeah.
Before we leave, I take out like a stack of IDs. Who knows where I got them? Maybe they're fake, maybe they're not. And sort through until I pull out hers and like slam it on the table. Look, man, she's back. She's fucking pissed.
Did she kill Buck?
I mean, yeah.
Okay, cool. It's an ID. She's not here.
Here that you know of, man. She's not here that you know of.
Listen, if you want me to help you in this was not the way to ask, but this weird ghost ID is kind of, I don't know if this is a practical joke or what, but it's not cool. You can roll to manipulate someone. If you yeah, you can roll to manipulate someone. But tell me how you do it. Because I know you can use plus sharp. But I need you to explain how you convince him to help you.
I think in this case, I'm not like, because that's kind of like trying to connect conspiracies to.
Okay.
I'm not really doing that here. I'm straight up trying to intimidate him,
Okay.
knowing that. Yeah, so I think it would be just charm.
Okay. Would anyone like to help him?
I'll help him.
Help
Yeah.
intimidate him.
Yeah. How do you help?
I will ask him. Do you think she still remembers where you live?
Okay. Roll plus cool. For Vaughn and Lycane, under Hunter Move reference, there's a little arrow. If you open it, it'll give you a list of like all of the base moves as well. If you don't have the reference document I sent you open.
I do also have that.
Yeah, I have that
okay.
one open as well.
Okay, then don't worry about having it open. I just wanted to give you that as an option, as well.
Yeah, so I'm rolling cool to help out, right?
Yes. Okay, mixed success. Cool. Yeah. So you got a +1. Yeah. And then laser roll your manipulate someone. Hold on, wait.
What?
It's a +1. You get a 0?
No, it's
That-
+0. Oh, because there's you added an extra plus. Plus
Yeah.
1. It's all good. So 9. It's a 9. So it's a mixed success.
How'd you get a 0 with a +1?
I was like, what? Fuck?
When he wrote it, when it wrote the
Yeah,
coding, it messed up. It added an extra plus. So it did a I think when you when it added the forward, you added a plus when you didn't need to. So it just defaults 0. So it's a 6 + 3 plus a -1 plus a +1, so +0. So it's a 9. Listen, I'll help you. But you need to, I get to tell you exactly what you need to do. I need you to, sorry. I need you to incentivize me a little bit. I'm not just gonna follow you wherever you need to go. Come back with a little bit more hard evidence or where you think Evelyn might be, and maybe I'll come help you. But for now, get the fuck out of my house. Come with a better argument, and we'll go from there. But, goodbye for now. And he gestures towards the front door. Yeah.
I will pick up the ID and get up to walk out.
Great. He pulls a handkerchief out of his pocket. And you see him wipe his hands real quick. Sammy and Jackson, do you leave as well?
Yeah.
Great.
I do absolutely take the blender and crazy straw with me.
That's fine. He takes it from your hand for a second, pours it in a to-go cup, a compostable to-go cup, puts a lid on it, and hands it back to you. But does put the crazy straw in the to-go cup. And then I'll keep this, and puts it on the table where you hear it thunk as it gets activated, grabbed by the electromagnet. And he goes, "I'll give you your gun back, don't worry." And then escorts you all at gunpoint out of his home. And then unloads the Magnum, tosses you the gun, and then tosses the bullets at you separately. And then you see the door close, it lock. You hear all the chains and bolts go back in. Um, and in the distance, you just see a campus PD car slowly drive down the street. Yeah.
Yeah, I will. I think I catch the gun and I will collect the bullets and head back to the van.
Cool.
I would have lent a little too hard on his mailbox, and now it's dented a little bit. And I'm finishing off like the 4th beer, and the plastic ring's just hanging off my ear.
To your dismay, and or May, you don't get drunk. The parasite prevents that. You like feel a little buzz for a second, and then it just kind of neutralizes the toxin of alcohol.
Yeah, he to this day still drinks with the hope that one day it will work, and it
Cool.
Still doesn't.
Cool. And you all get in. You are all standing outside the van. Where do you choose to go next?
Maybe the morgue. I'm trying to
Yeah, we
think of
should
like
probably
because
take
we
his
might
body out.
need to see if like her body or her bones or something.
Yeah, we do kind of need to know like what it could do to us. Body's a good way to find out.
Cool.
Yeah.
You head to the campus police station. There's a morgue there. You walk in. You're escorted in by campus PD because they know you exist. Actually, like, you pull up at the same time that officer that slow rolled past Professor Clevenger's house pulls back into the parking lot, and he goes, "Can I help you?"
I'll get out so that he can see the considerable weight change in the van as it sort of like rocks back and forth. No, we're good, man. Just heading in to look at some stuff.
Okay. Well, he happens to be the one to escort you to the morgue. He walks in with you all, escorts you to the morgue once you all sign in. And you see him open the door and pull out and then have a seat and drinks a cup of coffee in the back corner. Eats a donut. Chocolate frosted with sprinkles. Actually, no. What is the worst donut flavor?
Just normal, without anything.
Yeah, he eats one of those.
Like a straight up old fashioned unglazed.
Yeah, unglazed, and it's slightly stale. Ugh.
Great. Yeah.
I like unglazed donuts.
Oh, of course you do.
I don't mind an unglazed, but like when it's just a straight up old fashioned, there's not much else going on.
It's just fried
Not
dough. Yeah. But it's not even a good, like, plain donut. It's just like the baked dough kind of donut. Yeah, no. And then there's our morgue tech who walks in, unzips the bag.
While they're looking at the body, can I ask the
Yeah.
morgue tech if he has records on Evelyn and where she might have been buried or incinerated? Or
No, I don't have those records. That was the 70s, man. We didn't exist then.
right?
We were founded after she died because they went, we don't know where to put the body. So
Well,
the city took her.
yeah.
Yeah. I would like you to investigate. Hold on. I need to remember what is under what. You can read a bad situation or investigate a mystery.
I am going to investigate a mystery. I don't know about others.
Great.
Either way, I'm fucked. So.
I mean,
will-
listen, you
I
own
will-
you get experience by failing. So.
Yeah, I'll read a bad situation while he's investigating.
Okay.
Also, the only thing I've failed on is the thing I'm not supposed to fail on. It's the thing I'm best at.
Yeah.
I've failed
Welcome to
exactly
Monster
where
of
I
a
meant
Week.
to fail, which is pretty much anywhere, as long as it's not involving combat.
Cool. Yeah. Everyone, roll me some sharp rolls.
Yep, that feels about right.
Cool. So Sammy and Jackson both get to mark experience. And Laser, what would you like to know?
What sort of creature is it, and what can hurt it?
Cool. It is so based off of the information you've gathered. Do you want to make a guess first? And if you are close in a ballpark, I will give you this for free.
I'm gonna be honest. Laser is so far off base. He believes this is some cryptid that he has found on the internet that he doesn't realize is fan fiction from something.
Okay. When you say that I will give your compatriots the opportunity to call you an idiot.
Sammy's too nice for that. She won't do that.
Because this is a group effort. And all of these conversations are essentially conversations that happen amongst yourselves. So when Laser says, I think it's a cryptid.
Don't be a dumbass.
Above
I'm more
the
like a
table, I'm
cryptid.
pretty sure it's a wraith.
Okay.
I'm more like a cryptid.
Yeah, Wraith,
alright?
Banshee, Revenant,
Yeah.
a vengeful spirit.
Yes, you are correct. It is a ghost. It is a spirit. And then what can hurt it? So I'll give you that for free. You guys have established those clues that you know it is a ghost. You know that like it is a vengeful spirit. It's motivated by the betrayal in an act of love or lust type of deal. Yeah, it's a spirit of vengeance, punishing those who break their lover's vow. Hence why she does not like Jackson, because he's just like Buck.
Damn. Buck was
Which
taken
when you
too
made
soon,
the
man.
character, I was like, oh, this is great.
I did that on purpose.
Yeah.
I very much did it on purpose.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll give you that one for free. So you can pick another one because I don't want to punish you for knowing information.
Yeah, in that case, what can it do? I guess would be the other question I was leaning towards.
Yeah. Inspecting the body is great. So you know it can do telekinesis because you watched it pick up all of those implements and throw them around the room. The other part of it is that it while you're investigating this body, you see a handprint over Buck's heart, almost as if she reached in and grabbed his heart. So she has a move called Frost Grasp. Evelyn reaches through your chest and grabs your heart to deal damage, and view into your soul by opening her soul up to you. It is when she is most tangible, and can be harmed by normal weapons. there are other ways around that, aka like magic bullet. You used magic. That was a great. Like, I want to give you kudos as a player. So what can it do? Those are the two big things, and it can, in theory, pick you all up and throw you around. And what can harm it? Magic, non-normal weapons, yeah. Yeah. Those were two questions. What can harm it? What can do it? The big thing, I don't know if you'd have those clues. You have part of it. My question back to you all as the keeper of the story, what do you think can get rid of this vengeful spirit?
Destroy an object that is tied to her, probably. If I'm drawing from like traditional ghost banishing, probably get rid of an object that binds her to this world, something personal of her, or a person. So kill the professor, perhaps even, or have him reconcile with her, have him in the room with her. Sever the negative connection she has, so she can pass on.
I was just trying to find her bones. I went very supernatural, as in like burn her bones. She gone. But we don't know where her body is, so.
Yeah, y'all are on the right track. We have a like hour and 15 left of playtime. And also this is how Monster of the Week goes. You check in story beat wise. Because I again don't want to punish you for knowing for like solving the mystery. Yeah. So one of those is an apology, you're exactly right. And some type of exorcism ritual, which is a big magic ritual. Those requirements you don't quite know yet. There are ways to find it, which I've hinted at. And then yeah, and there are ways you have, and it might not be somewhere, or it might, sorry, I've hinted at it, but you have not found it yet. So there might be some more exploring to do. But before that, the room grows cold, and we're gonna pause real quick because I'm getting called for. So I will be right back. I want you to plan your next move, and I will like stay live, talk amongst yourselves. I want you to think about like what are your next moves. This is our moment before the monster appears in an episode of Scooby-Doo when the gang's making a plan and then they get chased. So I will be back in about 2 minutes.
Okay, well, I'm getting out my hatchet, and I have a trap, a nondescript trap that I will definitely keep at the ready. And I'm not sure if you can hatchet a ghost, but I will try.
I have a symbiotic blade, which forms in my hand that I could probably attack it with since it's supernatural. As for where we're going, I mean, and also I can probably make sure she goes for me, because I'm pretty sure I can tank some of it. As for where we're going, I was thinking her room, because he kept mentioning the hall is still there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we have to go to her room, and there's going to be some bullshit there that we have to...
I also have under use magic effects, banish a spirit or curse from the person, object, or place it inhabits. So I'm guessing that's a pretty solid move. Plus, I have 2 weird, so I think I should probably be doing some exercising whilst you tank and trap or whatever.
I think
I'm guessing
I'm
that would be
Yeah.
pretty
plan.
good
My-
at big magic as well.
Yeah, my plan was to do the inflict harm for use magic and just shoot a ghost more. I don't think it's a good idea, but I don't think Laser would know enough to exercise jack shit.
I'm guessing Sammy would be able to do a banishing. It was probably like a party trick or something at the circus. Like just casually banishing ghosts every now and again. And re-summoning them for the next show.
Especially because I think Laser still thinks this is some sort of cryptid. I am on cryptids.fandom.com. God knows what I'm exposing myself to.
I completely forgot to introduce the fact that Sammy's is an escape artist, and that's why she has traps on her. It's not super relevant. I just forgot to mention that. But yeah, go to a room, banish, inflict harm, hatchet.
I can climb walls. I don't know how that's helpful. I also can
Nice.
survive a vacuum pressure and lack of air. Also don't know why that's helpful.
I can put on a show and charm people. And I'm easygoing. It's not been very helpful so far. I also have a wizard tent. Bigger on the inside.
I'm sneaky, so if I can hide and ambush, I get to inflict +2 harm.
Bad idea.
He's playing cool.
Yeah, so I was like, I knew I wanted this playbook, and a lot of the other stuff is like definitely more for long-term campaigns. Like I can find out, I can connect dots. Doesn't really help in a one shot.
Hey, he's back.
Turn.
You are?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Quick recap because I didn't have headphones on. The room grew cold, and what did you guys talk about while I was gone?
We were talking about that we think we need to go to her room, and then we were all discussing different ways we could help in combat. That's pretty
Cool.
much it.
Okay. Yeah. So 2 of you failed your investigate a mystery roll. Which means it's spooky time. My hard move this haunt is she doesn't want you to exercise her. Guess what? So she's gonna fight you. Womp 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 womp. And ultimately Laser is the one who's figuring shit out. So hey Laser, the ghost rises out of Jackson's body, or not Jackson's body, Buck's body.
Oh my god, I'm possessed by 3 things.
About to just shoot Jackson, I guess.
Rises out of Buck's body, and her hand comes forward, and I need you to roll plus weird.
Boom.
Who do you need to roll that?
Laser does.
Oh no. Failure.
Oh no.
Cool. Okay. You're gonna take 3 harm. Which does make you unstable.
I'm gonna spend
Because-
luck. to reduce that.
Cool. You have a luck aspect, correct?
I do.
What does your luck aspect do?
When I spend luck, I can pick an aspect of the current situation, and the keeper will tell me what other conspiracies that aspect connects to.
Okay. This is our first time using luck in this one shot. In Monster of the Week, there's a luck tracker which does not regenerate. You only have so much luck. When you spend all of your luck, you are doomed. The only way to gain luck back is a limited resource when you level up and choose of taking instead of taking an improvement, which happens when you hit 5 experience points, which can happen mid-session. If you roll real bad, it's gonna hurt, but you get better because we learn from our mistakes.
I have a point to make. Does he not gain an experience point because he failed?
I did mark one
He
down.
does gain experience. But he marks luck to. Oh no! When you burn luck, you don't gain experience because it makes the roll a 12.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
Well, this is to pick one, and I can decrease a wound to 0 harm or retroactively change it. It's up to you. I don't really have.
I know there's a ruling. Hold on. Because Monster of the Week. PDF, zoom in, please. You mark out a luck point, or change a wound that you would have just taken to 0. Oh no, you do mark the experience point. Yes.
Cool.
You do mark the experience point. You just don't take the harm.
Cool.
Yeah. The other thing that happens is she peers into your soul and will ask you questions, and you must answer her honestly.
Above the table honest or laser honest? 'Cause those are two very different.
Above the table honest.
Okay.
Because like it is not what laser thinks is honest, what is honest in the world honest. The reverse happened. If you get a 10 plus, you don't take harm and you get to ask her questions. Laser, what would hurt you the most?
Finding out that, so like at an existential level, it would be finding out that conspiracies he believes in just are not true. On a physical level, I mean, most things is not particularly tough.
Cool. Yeah. And then have you ever broken someone's heart? Or have they broken, or have you always been the heartbroken?
Unintentionally, I think he has broken hearts. He's
yeah.
never set out to hurt someone, but like with how conspiracy heavy he is, he has definitely let past relationships down by not being attentive and ended up unintentionally breaking someone's heart that way.
Okay. So he hasn't been infid.
He has not committed any infidelity.
Yes.
It's heartbreak by lack of attention.
Okay. Not the type of vengefulness she's after. Cool.
Thank God whatever his name was an attentive man.
Laser? No. Dr. Cleninger or whatever.
Yes.
Klinger, yeah. Okay. Cool. So there is no initiative order in Monster of the Week. You are currently in a fight. There's a couple things that'll happen. It's essentially you will make moves and then I will make moves. So I might do two things to your one thing because there are three of you. Currently, the move I have taken is try to frost grasp laser. You can all now read about situation, kick some ass, try to protect someone, act under pressure to get the fuck out of Dodge. But it is up to you.
Okay.
I would like to at some point read a bad situation, but I am also currently being attacked, so I don't think I'm the first to like jump and move. Also, I have very bad act under pressure, so
I will try and protect Laser.
Okay.
Knowing that, like as this starts to happen, like the scales sort of conjure up a little bit more.
Okay.
I will try and both put myself in between them and distract her.
Okay.
Because I know that she hates me.
Okay. Roll plus tough.
God. Come on, there's something I'm meant to be good at, and I'm. Yeah. Huh.
Okay. Also, at any point, if I narrate something during a sequence like this that your character would not do, stop me. Unless you failed, because then I get to move you how I see fit.
My question
unless
is,
it's like truly bad.
My question is, she's not attacking him yet, so I'm not
So
preventing any harm, am I?
no, but you can give him like a -1 harm ongoing. So
okay.
any harm he would take would be subtracted by 1, or you can hold the enemy back. You can make her focus you instead.
Yeah, I'll
Et
try
cetera,
and
et cetera, et
I'll try
cetera.
and make her focus on me because I know that will
Okay.
work. Because
Great.
he's definitely broken hearts.
Cool. Absolutely. Okay, so you want to intervene and get her attention and protect Laser from getting hurt. Okay. Sammy, what are you doing?
Well, I have under my magic abilities, under effects, banish the spirit, or curse from the person, object, or place it inhabits. Can I straight up do that?
Is that that's use magic, right? Not big magic. Yeah,
No.
so you can attempt to temporarily banish her from this room. Go for it. Roll use magic. I believe it's plus weird. That is a mixed success. It works, but there is a glitch. So I The effect is short duration. You have about like 2 to 3 minutes to get out of this room and somewhere where she is not. Um, um, so yes, you have managed to banish her, but it is a temporary banishment.
Mm-hmm.
Laser, if you want to read that bad situation, now is the time to do it.
I will do that.
For reference, so that people can kind of envision it a little bit more, it looks like, if anyone's watched X-Men and Spike, it's a lot more like that than Venom. So it's a lot more like chitinous.
Cool. That's a 9. That's a mixed success. On a 7-9, hold 1. You get if you act on the information you read into, um, um, you get a +1 moving forward. Sometimes investigating mystery will give you that +1. Read about situation is here and now. What are you wondering about this situation? And it does not have to be a question on this list. I used the same advanced rule that investigate a mystery has. If you can give me a good question, I will allow it.
I mean, I want to know what my best way out of here is.
Yeah. Out the door you came. If you can put some distance between you and Evelyn, you're temporarily safe. For sure. This banishment is discombobulating. It's like getting hit with a flashbang. You are unsure of where you are. Getting out of this room before the magic breaks is your best way to safety.
I'm booking it. Screaming, yelling, running.
Cool. Do you all follow him?
Yes.
I would make
Cool.
sure that I'm the last one, but yeah. That one,
Cool.
it's not like he's fearless. Like, he's definitely scared beyond anything else. But yeah.
Cool. Yeah. You guys get out. You leave. You run out the building. It takes a second. And you see all of the windows in this building have started to frost over. And as you make it out the door, you feel the magic fade that the very temporary magic that you were surprised you made it as far as you did. People are looking at you. You have drawn attention to yourself as you burst out of this building, out of a morgue. The cop that was drinking coffee, eating a donut, is very confused on what the fuck was just happening, as his coffee has frozen solid. And then all of the exterior windows that like in the hall that you are in, you walk out the front building, all of the plate glass windows on the front of that building explode outward as the magic fails, as you are running out the door. And Evelyn is mad. Where are you all heading?
Her room.
A room.
I think, yeah.
Because we need to get the ritual done, and if we can, I don't know, maybe something of hers that she left behind 20
Okay.
years ago.
50 years ago.
50 years ago, however long ago.
Cool. You all make your way to Ross Hall. It is the oldest dorm, one of the oldest, it is the one of the oldest dorm buildings on campus, made out of limestone and brick. Oh no, sorry, that is not the one. Yes, it is a 5-story institutional building from the 60s. Shelley's room was on the west wing on the 4th floor. Her body missed the scattered trees below and landed on a wooden park bench. Sorry, not Shelley. That is Evelyn.
Kelly's
I
some
was
other
reading-
dead girl.
Yeah, we don't need to know
Yeah,
about her.
totally. So Shelly fell out of this
Evelyn.
dorm room. Fuck, I'm looking at a list of
Shelly's her nickname.
characters.
She really
Yeah,
liked
no,
tortoises.
Shelly is
No.
another one who also fell out.
Right.
Pure accident.
Yeah,
Pure
yeah.
accident. No. You all get to the building. You go up to Evelyn's dorm. You knock on the door, and are greeted by two people. Shelly Young and Ellie Winters.
Is Shelly still alive?
Shelly is still alive.
For now.
For now.
For now.
I would like to use my gift of easygoing. You have the gift
Great.
of being friendly and easy to chat to. When you try to make a good impression or someone just met, roll plus charm.
Great.
On a 10 plus, they treat you as trustworthy and friendly acquaintance. And I'll be like, hi, it's very nice to meet you. You have to get out of the room. This is now an active crime scene investigation. Thank you so much.
Can I
And
help
just sort of-
by just how hot I am, being that I'm a previous student. I'm just gonna like give them the smolder.
Cool. I would like both Laser and Jackson to roll to help.
Just a straight up success. That's a 10.
Cool.
That's
I am
mixed.
out of breath, holding a badge, just fucking TCM.
I'm a little old for them, but it still works.
Yeah, they're like Ellie. So I would describe the two girls standing and two women in front of you. Ellie Winters, a native to the college town and a longtime Wiccan. She's confident, proactive, and good-hearted. And Shelly Young, a first-year student, scared, nervous. You can tell she's looking to reinvent herself in this new environment.
I mean, the Wiccan will love you, Emerald.
And hate you.
Oh yeah.
Ellie winks at Jackson. Ellie knows what's up. And then I need Sammy to roll easygoing, so plus charm.
And is it
With
with plus
a
to help me?
plus one additional. Yeah.
Yeah, that works.
That works. Sure. Active crime scene. Not so sure. Can we help you with something?
I'll point at the Wiccan. Is that Ellen or Shelley?
Ellie is
Ellie
the
Winters.
Wiccan. Shelly is
The young one.
this like young, naive.
Yeah.
Definitely dyed her hair blonde. Is wearing a push-up bra. Trying to like be this thing she's very uncomfortably not.
Yeah, it's definitely the wrong size.
I'll-
So we have found Enid and Wednesday from Netflix's Wednesday.
Yes.
Yes, 100%.
I'll point
But
at
not the confidence Enid has.
I'll point at Ellie and be like, okay, actually you can gather all the witch stuff, all the witch shit you have. We're going to banish a ghost. Do you want to help? Are you down?
Ellie is very down. And turns to Shelly and goes, "Do you have that spell book I lent to you?"
Oh, they summoned her.
Oh
my god! Hold on, I need to pee. You guys keep going. I actually can't hold this in.
Yeah, Jackson needs to pee. He has been drinking a lot of beer.
Yeah. Jackson does canonically go, "I will be right back." And runs to the bathroom. Because it'll be about the same amount of time. And Shelly very nervously goes, yes. Why do you need to banish a ghost?
Well, it's killing people, so it needs to go.
I did what? I summoned what?
Did you summon a vengeful spirit?
No, I summoned a demon like the book said.
Just
And that
summon a
was-
demon.
Sorry, that was the better option here.
Listen, wait, vengeful. Did the ghost kill Buck?
Yes. Why were you summoning a demon?
Wait.
Exactly.
No, the ghost was supposed to get rid of Candy, not kill anybody.
Oh my god. All right, we'll unpack that later. Now we're going to send it back to wherever the fuck it came from. All right. You're also going to stay here. You're not going anywhere.
Okay. And Shelly immediately starts crying. And sits on her bed in tears. Ellie pissed that Shelly tried to summon a ghost. But 100% down to help exorcise this ghost. Immediately gets to work starting to draw circles and runes in salt on the ground. Sets up some essence sticks. I need this is big magic to exorcise a ghost. You have asked the right person and got here in the right amount of time. Because yeah, Ellie went and killed the old man. Or not Ellie, Evelyn did kill the professor.
Oh, that's for the best, honestly.
Or is attempted to. You don't know for sure. If also side note, if you guys didn't keep accidentally summoning Evelyn to your location by fucking up, she would have killed Shelly and the professor long ago. So
I think for Laser's like prep for this, I think he is trying to wedge himself behind a bed to hide.
okay.
And while there, like, takes out his butterfly knife and is like carving symbols into bullets to shoot at the ghost.
Okay. Roll use magic to enchant your weapon.
I would like to try and I'd just like to try and help with the big magic. To be
Cool.
honest.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would probably see if I can draw on the ancient power of whatever the fuck this weird creature is that lives inside of me.
Roll me help out.
Okie dokie.
With a +1 ongoing, so that's an 8. Perfect. Because you have Ellie there to help. Great. And then Sammy, what are you doing?
Gearing up to exercise. I think I'm going to be using straight up magic. I think.
Roll me. So use big magic. Hold on. Nope. I want big magic. Where's big magic? There it is. I would like you to. You're using straight up magic to like do the exorcism, or
Yeah, I think so, because the big magic says, like, I did the banishing earlier, but it was temporary. I would
Yeah.
like to use the supplies that Ellie has, and I suppose the location, this being where she died, as sort of a how do you call it? Beacon, I suppose. to strengthen the banishing spell. The big magic just sort of says you need more shit, more time, more.
Yeah. So you need materials, which you get from Ellie because you got here before she got before Ellie. You
Is it just me, or is that?
No,
No.
it's
Okay.
his internet's cutting out.
I thought it was my internet, and I was having a mini panic attack.
No.
it's mine. No, it's mine. I keep seeing myself log out. So okay, so you have the materials.
Yes.
Because you got there before Ellie Winters, before Shelley Young got murked by Evelyn. So Ellie is not barred from the room, so you have that bonus.
Yeah, and the spell needs to be cast at a particular place and time. I'm supposing the place is right.
Correct. Yep. You got people helping, which is great. So I need you to roll help out. And then there will be a series of checks that you will do to because once you start, there's a series of rolls that you all will have to make to stop Evelyn from disrupting your exorcism.
I roll help out. Do I not use?
Yeah, you're gonna roll help out as a prep stage.
Okay.
Depending on what you all roll will tell me how many rolls you have to succeed on and what bonus you get, because you're either gonna get a +1 or a +2.
Okay. Oh, that's a 4.
So mark experience. Here's what's gonna happen. Once the exorcism starts, Evelyn will appear. You will have to prevent her from disrupting the exorcism, and you will have to complete the exorcism. To complete the exorcism, you will have a +2 ongoing. Right? Yes. Which will give you whoever is rolling a +2 to their roll to prevent the exorcism. If you're fighting Evelyn, you are not helping in the exorcism, in the casting of the exorcism. So that bonus might shift. And we'll go from there. So yeah. Sammy, don't forget to mark experience if you haven't marked experience for failing on that help out roll. And I think we're gonna start. Does anyone have any last minute things they want to do? I know you guys said some stuff, but seems like we're ready.
Can I read a bad situation? Like, as I get settled behind way too many things to hide?
Yeah. Absolutely, you can.
Emma, what's your... You have a +2 to weird, right?
Yes. Yes.
It's a success.
Oh, great. Okay. Yeah. You can ask me 2 things. Hold 3.
Plus, I get 3. I'm going to hold 2 of them as we move forward. The only thing I want to know right now, are there any dangers we haven't noticed?
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in the room. That could get picked up and thrown at you. This is a spacious, but like double dorm room, so 2 people live here, so like there's some space. You got space to like draw a circle on the floor and like have a bunch of people in this room, but that also means there's a lot of stuff in this room. So you're in a confined space with a telekinetic person. That's the danger you did not think about, but might not. You can either hide behind stuff or try to empty this room out, but it will draw a lot of attention.
I point it out, but go back to my hiding.
Cool. Okay. You have 2 ongoing hold to ask questions during the fight. That is not your move. You can just ask me those questions. Okay, let's get started. I need one of you to roll use magic with a +2 at the moment.
I would like to volunteer
Great.
for that.
Go for it. This does mean you are helping cast the spell. One of the hunters must be actively participating in the exorcism at all times. If at any point any of you don't spend your action exercising, it will putter out and there will be consequences.
I will do that nonstop. Like, I have no tough, I have no cool, I have no sharp. I'm just weird.
Yeah. This went from a mixed success to a success. You start the incantation with the help of Ellie, and you see, without putting a flame to them, 4 essence sticks and a candle in the middle light in flame as the spell begins to cast. You see the circle start to glow, and immediately around the circle it starts to grow warm, whereas the rest of the room starts to frost over. It is a warm early September. Fuck, my internet is crashing. Oh no, we're good. Okay, great.
Yeah, it's just about holding from what I can tell.
Okay. Please hold on. Do I have Epic open? Nope. Steam. Exit Steam. Okay, we should be good. That should help. And exit Zoom. Great. I don't need you taking up bandwidth in the background. Okay. The rest of the room grows cold as Evelyn floats in and is going to look around and just a heads up, the move protect someone is an interruption, so if I make a move against somebody, that will be your action for the sequence. But Ellie starts to pick things up, not Ellie, Evelyn starts to pick things up and whips it towards Ellie and Sammy as they are casting this. Jackson and Laser, what would you like to do?
From hiding, I'm gonna shoot her. I'm gonna shoot the ghost.
Cool.
I will. If she's launching stuff at them,
yeah.
I suppose I'd have to know if it hits them. I will try and protect them as like the plates on my back start to protrude. I would turn my back to away from her.
Yeah. Cool. So roll, I believe it's a plus tough to protect someone, or is it plus cool?
Plus tough.
Yeah, roll your plus tough. And then roll to kick some ass, and because you're using magic bullets.
Oh, no.
Oof. Roll plus weird. That's a fail on your protect someone. Mark. And that's a fail on your shoot the ghost. So both of you.
Nope, I'm gonna spend a luck to retroactively make that a 12.
Okay, great. Mark
It's
a
the
luck point.
one thing I got.
I can't do that, I don't think. So
You can burn. Everyone can burn luck. Luck is a universal thing.
I will burn my luck because it's pretty important.
Okay, so mark a point of luck.
Yeah, fuck it.
And
I'll
your
do it.
symbiote is upset. And we'll learn about that downside at a later point.
Yeah, I wouldn't say he's upset. It just upset the balance.
Yeah.
Maybe he has more control. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, so those both succeed. You do not mark experience because it becomes a 12. So if you marked experience, unmark it. So yeah. Kick some ass on a 12 plus 2 on a 14. Boop 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 boop. Kick some ass.
So if I get to pick, I would like to drive the enemy away in a route.
Okay.
So specifically because I have sneaky, so I inflict +2 harm already.
Okay.
My gun is 3 harm, so that's up to 5, and then I made it magic, so it's another +1, so that's 6 harm.
Yes.
That's awesome.
And I'd like to spend that mostly just getting her the fuck out of the room for as long as I can.
Cool. You essentially shoot a net launcher out, like an electric net launcher. And you see Eleanor pinned against the wall, as this magic bullet hits her and knocks her back. Thing about Ghost is you can deal a lot of harm, but they will regenerate. And she uh um she will she's pinned against the wall, takes that harm, and then to protect them, Jackson, you jump in front of this like flying microwave, and you hear it crunch against you as you just kind of in front of it, very ungraciously, very like you trip, stumble, and then launch. Ellie looks at you and is like, come on, dude. Like really? You would take 1 harm, but you take 1 less harm from attacks. Oh no, that's when you're unstable. But you have scales, right?
Yes.
Where is it?
Because I used my luck, it's a 12, so both me and whoever I'm protecting don't get harmed.
Oh, great. Perfect. On a 10 plus, you choose to suffer little harm. Great. Oh, that's on advanced. So you're at 10 plus right now. So you suffer a little harm.
Okay. That's fine.
Yeah. Because advanced is a level up feature. You unlock better moves. But I thought you had scales.
I have a arm blade, and I also am very good at martial arts, and I can climb walls. The scales thing was just flavor, and now
okay.
I'm unstable. So if I take more harm, then I take 1 less.
No, you don't take any harm, because. Oh no, you're currently unstable. Yes, because you take 1 harm. Yeah, because you essentially dive in, you prevent Sammy and Ellie from taking harm. Yeah. Cool. Okay. I need another use magic roll.
Yeah. What was the plus again?
2 at the moment, because you have Ellie's help and you are protected.
Yeah.
That is another success. +4 in Monster of the Week is really broken because it essentially takes failure. Anything 6 or higher becomes an automatic success. So you just need to not roll a 5 or lower. Okay, great. Jackson and Laser, what do you do? Because you have a extra turn while the ghost is fighting, is clawing its way out of the net bullet.
I will.
I'd like to heal 1 harm from Jackson using magic.
Okay, roll, use magic. How do you heal said harm?
Like any good urban explorer, I think he has like a basic first aid kit and is just like spraying it. Because I have a feeling this is only going to be a short duration. It's like spraying antiseptic on it and like putting a very basic bandage on.
Yeah. Okay, so you use a magic band-aid. Gotcha. Cool. That's a mixed success, so it happens, but there is a glitch, which is oh yes, there we go. Glitches. You heal 1 harm. The problematic side effect is you have a mushroom growing out of where he sprayed. Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah.
Gross.
And Ellie looks at it and is like, this is weird. And I'm a witch. Or I'm a Wiccan. And is like contemplating if she flirts with you. Yeah.
Question. That means
Yes.
I'm no longer unstable, right?
You can choose to remain unstable if you would like. But it does heal 1 harm.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you choose that.
What does unstable mean again?
It means that you will progressively get worse. Like if you're stable at the end of combat, it means like you're not gonna bleed out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't need it right now, so yeah, I will be stable.
Yeah. Being unstable like means like if you get hit really hard, like 7, once you are at 7 harm, so like 0 out of 7, in theory you can die. Like you can just straight up be dead. Monster of the Week is a game where you can expect to burn through character.
No, fine. Cool.
Yeah. Okay, great. And then so you use magic, Jackson. Do you do anything, or do you just prepare to
I'm going to, like, as more of the weird creature comes out, I'm gonna scamper up the wall to where she is and stab her. So I'm trying to pin her alongside. So even if she does get out of the net, I'm trying to pin her to the wall with my symbiotic blade.
Okay. I need you to roll plus tough.
Plus tough. And is that with my +2 for my blade? Or is that for harm?
Your blade is 2 harm. It is not a +2. That's how much damage it does.
Oh, okay. I got it.
Yeah.
9.
That is a mixed success. So you hurt each other. Essentially she's able to like free her hands, stop you. She rakes her hand across you. You take 1 harm ignoring armor. So, as you are frost touched, this is not her full frost grasp, but she does cold damage essentially. And you deal 1 harm to her, because she's a ghost. And normally you wouldn't deal damage to ghosts, but she is currently pinned by this net, and you have a weird alien or parasite in you.
I do.
Cool. It is her turn. She's going to free herself. Look at Jackson, who came all up in her business, and plunge her hand in your chest. I need you to roll plus plus weird.
Okay.
That is a failure. You take 3 harm.
Okay.
Um
2. Because I'm unstable.
Yes, 2 harm. And you need to answer the following question honestly. Was hurting all of those people worth it?
Was hurting all those people worth it?
You're just like Buck.
I
You're
am
just like the
Buck.
professor.
No. No, because he ended up washed out, drunk, high. He went downhill fast. The only redeeming thing is that maybe now he might be able to find some purpose, but that has nothing to do with his previous actions.
Okay. Cool. I need another weird roll from Sammy.
Yeah.
Nice.
She's spooky.
Oh yeah, so that's plus 14. So that's 14. Cool. You see the circle you start to draw lights ablaze and burns around. It gets about halfway around before you hear a bang on the door. And then it is kicked open. And a crowd of people, like an RA keyed open the door, somebody kicked it open, they heard gunshots. They hear stuff going around. There's ice as you look down the hallway that has spread all the way through this floor of the building. And you start to hear screams. Your big magic has drawn unwanted attention. And Eleanor flies forward and starts throwing people down this hallway as the innocent bystanders are starting to get involved. And I need and then you see the furniture in the room start to lift. I need everyone. I'm sorry, I need Jackson and Laser to roll act under pressure. And I need Sammy to roll another use magic to tell me what happened.
Fuck's sake.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I have all 5 experience boxes.
Cool. What
and
that means.
I had that before I did the thing.
Cool. What this would mean is essentially there's a list here of that I just revealed on your character sheet. Where it's once you have 5 experiences, you may choose one of these, check off any you've already taken. So you get a +1 charm, +1 cool, +1 tough, +1 weird, another host move, another move from another playbook, an ally a haven, so like a safe house, or another benefit from symbiosis, or another option from defensive adaptation. So you get to take an improvement, mark your improvement, but we're about to wrap up, so it doesn't really matter.
Cool.
Because that last use magic. It does mean you do, however, both Jackson and Laser, sorry, everyone takes 2 harm, just flat out. And as there is a shockwave, like all of the innocent people in that hallway take 2 harm. Like essentially a bomb goes off on this floor as like a shockwave rips through it. As you hear a curdling scream, as Eleanor's ghost explodes into ectoplasmic goo, coating the room. Shelly, who has been like crying in a corner this entire time, is like now covered in goo. The makeup that she like did not put on properly, like kind of goops off. Ellie is just like, this is sick. I just like the what the fuck did we just do? We just did when you get rid of a ghost.
Exorcism?
Banishment?
Yes, we just did an
Exorcism.
exorcism. I was like, it's not excommunicated. Doesn't
Is it-
get kicked out of the
that's-
church. Exorcism. It's like we just did an exorcism. This is rad as fuck. Jackson is just like on the ground, hurt. Everyone is just like, fuck. Goddamn. But the ghost is gone. Campus PD, the fire department, the legal team, that librarian, a man in a suit that has SNS Enterprises is just randomly there, cleaning up your mess. And a ambulance with SNS Enterprises is there as Jackson is loaded into that ambulance. The FBI shows up, and you guys have successfully completed this hunt
Nice.
with minimal casualties.
Yeah.
Almost me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Death is real.
Get off.
And yeah. Like most Monster of the Week shows, it just kind of mysterious man in a suit shows up and everything is cleaned up. Yeah. And that is our that's our hunt. How are we feeling?
Nice.
Hurt.
Yeah.
Spooky.
It was
Yeah.
spooky. It was very cool. Sorry, I'm just looking at all
Yeah.
the other
Upgrades.
upgrades.
If we eventually ever do another Monster of the Week one
I
shot.
kind of want
yeah.
to. I'm not gonna lie. This was super fun.
Yeah. These characters are good. Like you guys did. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Sorry, Twitch chat, I don't have you open. If you watched it along, thanks for tagging along. I hope you had fun. For our party, thanks for playing a new game. I hope you had fun. At least I think you
Bloom,
did.
for being the keeper.
Yeah. For those watching on at home, I will probably, once the school year has started, do another 1 or 2 one-shots of these with various members of our community. If you're interested in joining those, whether online, on stream, or off stream, and you want to play, join our Discord. If you type, I think it's working currently, like, and tell me if I'm wrong, !Discord in the chat, and you can join from there.
Oh, you beat me to.
Yeah.
Oh no, I beat you. Haha.
I'm not currently. I don't have it open. So
No, I was
I'm
talking
telling you to
to
do
Vaughn.
all
Vaughn
these.
did it.
There you go. Join the server. You'll learn about one shots, upcoming events. There's always a couple people in there playing things like Marvel Rivals, Peak, or other games. And we're happy to have you. Tell your friends as we grow our small but nerdy community. I'm Bloom. These are the rest of our players this week. We are normally Lycan, who's below me on my camera view. I don't know where he is on the
I'm
screen.
on your left.
On my, yes, this way, right? I think I'm pointing in the right direction.
No, the other way.
That way, because
Yeah.
it's reversed.
Yeah.
Is our DM. We'll be resuming our normal Exilian escapades game sometime in September, I believe.
Yep.
I don't think we're playing next week. Well, to be determined. Follow the channel to get alerts when we go live. Join the Discord for live alerts. We have not done our September schedule yet, so we'll go from there.
Yeah.
We're missing one of our lovely players this week. Rain's not here, but you will see his beautiful smiling face hopefully next time we go live. I've been Bloom. This is the Wyrdcast. Anyone have anything else to plug before we end?
No.
Awesome. Well, I've been Bloom. This is the Wyrdcast. Say bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Everybody.
Eternity's a gift, they say, to never cross the veil. This life I try to savor, and I try to no avail. Curse that mortal brevity which has rent you from my arms. Curse this cold eternity without you to keep me warm. Your never-ending elegy is a ballad with no melody, as empty as I. Now you've passed me by. A blessing, no, a malady. Why do roses bloom in spring, only to wither and die? You were all that was good in me. Now back to darkness go I. Take with you my sanity, better madness than the pain of my want. All my effort is vanity, and I hear the ravens taunt. Your never-ending elegy is a ballad with no melody, as empty as I. Now you've passed me by. A blessing, no, a malady. My eternal malady. Eternity's a gift, they say, to never cross the veil. This life I try to savor, and I try to no avail. Curse that mortal brevity which has rent you from my arms. Curse this cold eternity without you to keep